Please use the space to explain why you believe you should be considered a disadvantaged applicant by your designated medical schools. Hi everyone, it's Taeya. Welcome to my channel where you'll learn the best tips and tricks on studying, productivity, and organization. Today's video is going to focus on a part of the application that really isn't talked about, the disadvantage essay. So the prompt for the disadvantage essay reads as the following. Please use the space to explain why you believe you should be considered a disadvantaged applicant by your designated medical schools. And the character limit for this essay is 1325. I didn't know about this part of the application until about 2 weeks before the application opened for my cycle. I feel like this part of the application is so important for those applicants, such as myself, who might not have had the best conditions while trying to make it to medical school. This part of the application is self-designated, so you go into the application, you can either click yes, you want to apply as disadvantaged, or no. If you click yes, then you get the box to enter your essay. There is definitely a method to writing the disadvantage essay because you don't want it to seem like you want the admissions committee to pity you. I spent a lot of time researching how to write the essay, and most of my time was spent on Dr. Gray's YouTube videos. Make sure y'all go check all of his videos out. But I also found some other really important tips that I'm going to share after I read my disadvantage essay. My hometown of blank lacked essential resources for developing a career in medicine. The low-income rural town was centered around agriculture, so my school was not well equipped for preparing its students for a medical career. The nearest hospital or clinic was also over 30 minutes away, making it difficult to connect with any physicians, let alone any female African American physicians. These obstacles made a career in medicine seem out of reach. Despite these challenges, I cultivated a love for medicine that empowered me to find pre-medical guidance and my own unique opportunities, such as piloting the dual enrollment program at the University of Florida. My parents dedicated most of their finances to my sister and her family while she battled neuromyelitis optica. So instead of living near campus, I commuted from my hometown and worked on the weekends during my freshman year of college. This made pursuing extracurriculars very difficult. By saving money from my job, I was eventually able to afford to live in an apartment closer to my university, allowing me to form stronger connections with my peers and mentors. Although it is challenging to balance work, college, and extracurricular activities, I have gained a more mature understanding of my priorities and a stronger work ethic. So that's the disadvantage essay that was on my AMCAS application, and there's a couple of important things I want to point out that'll help you while you're writing your essay. So for one, throughout the essay, you can tell that I really just spent most of my time explaining my situation. I really just wanted them to have all the information about me and what I went through not only in college, but also in high school. Another important part of my essay was how I finished both of my paragraphs. I finished off by telling them how my situation helped me grow as a person, which would make me a better medical student. In all of Dr. Ryan Gray's videos, he really harps on making sure you're showing how you're becoming a better person, how the experiences that you're telling on your application have all pushed you towards the person you are today. So I tried to do that same thing in my disadvantage essay. Another thing to point out is that in this essay, I didn't really spend time telling stories. I got right down to the point of this was my hometown, this is what it was like in college, and the things I had to do. Also, with the limited character count, I found that it was more beneficial for me to talk specifically about my experience as a disadvantaged applicant rather than telling a lot of stories about it. So first, make sure you spend time reflecting on your experiences throughout college and in high school. Think about the things that might have made it difficult for you to be as competitive as another applicant. So for me, I focused specifically on coming from a lower income school because that really does set you back, and you don't realize that until you get into college. Next, you definitely want to narrow down what you want to talk about in your essay. You want to make sure you're hitting the things that really speak volumes on who you are and that have shaped you into the person you are today. So focus more on those aspects of your disadvantage essay. Next, you definitely want to have some family members and friends read through your disadvantage essay. Your family and friends are probably going to have a really good idea of some of the things that you went through, so they can tell you if this speaks volumes on the things that you've been through, or they can even point out some things that you might not have thought about that could go well in your disadvantage essay. I also recommend reading other people's disadvantage essays. Now, this is not for you to go through and steal their ideas. This is just for you to see how other people are structuring their disadvantage essay to give you an idea of the flow that you want to have on yours. This was super helpful for me when I was writing mine, and that's why I wanted to share it with all of you. Well, that's all for this video. If you have any questions regarding the disadvantage essay, please feel free to leave the question in the comment or message me on any of my social media platforms. And if you haven't already, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.